Right, so this is going to be the fifth video then, and in this one we're going to look at displaying the game over message. So the snake hits itself, programming the last one, and then we're going to look at how to add the high score. So we're going to do it in a little bit in order really. So next one then, if we throw that in there, again I'm just not going to tackle this out over a video. Another subroutine. That was too many stuff there, so put that one by mistake. That one, let's start. Put this up there. Copying out, right, so these subroutines as I said, we're going to have a key this time. Again, same row as before as a character. Okay, for a second, and then we're going to set the position. So what that is, set the position where this text is going to be. It's kind of going to be, let's say the arena's here. Alright, it's going to be about kind of middle, not middle-ish, if you like. Alright, so that's the coordinates of that. Alright, and we're going to read the key to kind of restart the game again. So we're going to, once the game flashes up, we're going to pause for 3 seconds. Alright, so give you enough time to know that the game's ended. And then after that, then we're going to set the position underneath, supporting the 14 and 0 to the array. I'm going to put the message pressing the key to continue. So this is quite a good method really to manipulate where you want your text to be in the console. And then the key then is going to be read key, any key. So we've left that open really. Alright. That's that. This is fairly straightforward, that one, hopefully to understand. Next one then, there's a little bit more to it. So if I just do the first part of this. Okay. Right, so looking at high scores then. So another subroutine, high scores. And just sub there. There's going to be some more in this second. Alright, so we're going to have two counters for this one, the variables. Again, always good to put them at the top. The key to detect the key. Is it a high score or not? And then a name. Alright, so we haven't finished all this off just yet. So we're going to check at the score of a high score, first of all. And then obviously the count's going to be set to 0 initially. And go through the scores, it's also searching through them really and checking if the score is a high score. So I'll look through. So if the score is greater than the high score, the one that you've just currently achieved once the game's ended, answer a counter, then the score is set to true. If it's not true, then I'm going to add it in an additional place further down the scoreboard if you like. Alright? I'm going to keep looping until it finds a place if there's a high score available. Alright? The other part of this then, so obviously I'll copy all this bit in. Okay, there's an awful lot to think about with just a game like this. There's quite a bit to it. Right, so if it is a high score, what it's then going to do is, so if it's found a place in our leaderboard between 1 and 10, if there's a gap available, obviously that's set to true, then we're going to clear the console, we're going to set new position, so well done, I'm going to send a message saying new high score, then we're going to get these to enter their name, alright, and then that's going to be added to the name variable, that's up here. Then it's going to move all the scores down one place. If it's a new high score, whatever's there initially is going to shunt it down. So we've got a new counter for this. Alright, you could call it something else, but so 9, so it's going to look through, alright, and then it's going to take 1 off, put it in that place. So it's found a place that says top score. It's going to look through. So initially, if there's a score already in there, that's going to shunt down to place 2. It needs to go back 1 to go in number 1. So that's what that's doing there. Nice little handy one to have that step. And then high score, counts 2 is going to equal the new score. Alright. And -1 the array because we're counting 1 to 10, not 0 to 9. And then it's added in. So we're going to put the name in to the table and the score. Oh yeah, so it won't be given anything that's fine, that error. So it's like 1 anyway. It's only that variable's only going to be used in memory once the game's ended and the name's going to be entered in. Out to high scores. So then once it's done that, it's going to then display a table, alright, of the different high scores that are in it. Okay, and again, these are just the positions. If we looked at this before, we're going to loop through and output them out. So name and high score again. It's one of those where when you see it in action, it'll explain a little bit more. And then finally, I think for a lot of these things here, again, once the score's been added and you've seen the high scores, you'll be able to play the game again. So we're going to pop up press the key to play again, and it's going to detect any key that's pressed in that one. So that's that video sorted. Again, any questions about some of this code you're not sure about, let me know. In the next video, it's the final part actually. So we're going to look at how to update the food timer. So at the moment we just set it to 200. It's not going to count down at the moment, so we'll look at that one. And then we're going to look at just initializing, running a lot of these subroutines. Okay, so we'll wrap this up in the last video, the next one. See you there.